Thanks for joining us. We are excited to walk you through the Char-Broil Performance 5-burner gas grill easy assembly. You'll need the following tools for today's assembly. This grill will require 2 people to assemble it at some points. Make sure you have someone on hand who can help you through the process. Assemble your grill on a flat, level surface to prevent damaging it. If you think it's necessary, lay out a pad or a blanket to avoid scratching or denting the finish. Let's start by assembling the legs of the grill. With legs 2 and 4, attach the upper cart braces to the top of each with 2 half-inch screws. Attach the left lower cart brace to leg 2, while the right attaches to leg 4, each with 2 half-inch screws. Finally, add the side bar to leg 4 by inserting it into the hole in the middle of the leg. Next, lay down legs 1 and 3. Flip the leg 4 assembly onto leg 3 and attach each brace with 2 half-inch screws. Making sure the side bar fits into the center hole, repeat this with the leg 2 assembly and leg 1. Now attach 2 half-inch screws to the inside of each leg assembly, one at the top and the other 2 holes down. Don't tighten the screws all the way, because you need the space to attach the front panels. Starting with the lower panel, slide it over the loose screws. Do the same for the top panel. Attach 4 more half-inch screws to the bottom of each panel and tighten. Then tighten the top screws. Flip the cart on its top to attach the wheels. Push an axle rod through one leg into the axle spacer, followed by the wheel and then an axle washer. Secure it by pushing the hitch pin clip through the axle rod. Repeat the same process for the other wheel. Now push the leg extenders into the other 2 legs. Turn the cart on its wheels with the back facing you. Attach 2 half-inch screws each to the back legs, one in the top hole and the other in the second from bottom. Again, don't fully tighten them so you can slide the 2 cart braces over the keyholes. Tighten the top screws, then attach 4 more half-inch screws to the bottom of the braces. With the back of the grill facing you, hook the 2 tank exclusion wires through the front panels. Then secure them to the bottom cart brace with a 3/4" screw and flange nut. Using 2 half-inch screws, attach the tank shield to the upper brace between the wheel legs. Before you put the firebox on the cart, open the lid and attach the handle with 2 3/4" screw assemblies. With your helper, lift the firebox onto the cart and make sure it's aligned with the holes in the tabs in each corner. Then secure it in place with the half-inch screw going through the tab and into the firebox. Now push 5 control knobs onto the front of the grill. Assemble the side burner and the right side shelf using 2 shelf supports and 4 half-inch screws. To mount the shelves, first remove the screws located directly to the sides of where the lid closes. Before you hang the side shelf, loosen the screws on the side of the firebox. Hang the shelf over the screws, then attach 2 half-inch machine screws behind the face of the shelf. Tighten all the screws, secure the shelf from inside the firebox with 3 half-inch screws and washers. To hang the side burner, loosen the screws like you did for the side shelf. Hang the side burner over the screws, then attach 2 half-inch screws behind the face of the side burner. Tighten all the screws, secure the shelf from inside the firebox with 3 half-inch screws and washers. Unscrew the ignition button from the main ignition module, then insert the main module in the opening on the left side shelf. Insert a AA battery, negative end first, then place the washer over it and screw the button back on. Remove the screws from the hose valve assembly and use them to attach it to the control knob bezel on the front of the side burner. Push the control knob in place over the bezel. Insert the side burner through the shelf using a wing nut and a venturi clip to secure it to the grill. Then connect the electrodes for all the burners, tube, searing, and side burner running from the battery box to the connection. Place the grate in the side burner. Just a few more steps and you'll be ready to fire up your grill. Add the 5 heat tents to the inside of the firebox by inserting the tabs in the front and then setting the end on the hook in the back. Place the 3 cooking grates in the firebox with the smaller grate on the left and the 2 bigger ones in the center and on the right. Next, add the warming rack above the grates by inserting the tabs in the appropriate holes. If your grill comes with the Chef's Delight tray, place that on the right side of the warming rack. Attach the grease tray bracket to the grease tray with 4 half-inch screws. Then from the back of the grill, slide the grease tray directly under the firebox and push the grease pan into the tray bracket. Please note it is important to properly install and secure the grease tray and grease pan, as to avoid any risk of fire or potential property damage. Please refer to your guide for more details. The propane tank retaining wire fits between the wheel legs. Finally, insert the propane tank, resting it in the notches on the lower left cart brace and securing it with a tank retaining wire. Be sure the cylinder valve faces the front of the cart before attaching it. Attach the hose valve regulator assembly to the tank while keeping the hose over the retaining wire. Be sure to refer to your instruction manual for proper tank leak testing and maintenance prior to using your new grill. Congratulations, you have completed the assembly of your new Char-Broil grill. Now fire it up and enter a world of flavor.